Prompting for different goals. 2 Ship Claude Basics, Lesson 2, Video 2. In the last video, you learned the 4 C's of effective prompting: clear, contextual, constrained, and examples. But here's the thing, not every task needs the same kind of prompt. Asking Claude to write code is very different from asking it to brainstorm ideas or explain a concept. If you use the same approach for everything, you're leaving a lot of Claude's power on the table. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to adjust your prompting style based on what you're trying to accomplish. We'll cover 4 major categories: code generation, explanations, brainstorming, and productivity. Let's start with the one most of you are here for: getting Claude to write code. Code prompts are where specificity matters most. Think of it like giving an architect blueprints versus just saying, "Build me a house." The more precise your specifications, the less back and forth you'll need. When you're asking Claude to generate code, there are 4 things you should always specify: what language or framework to use, what the code should do, how it should be structured, and any constraints like keep it simple or make it accessible. Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't know what React or TypeScript are. How am I supposed to specify technical details? Great question. You don't need to know what these technologies are to use them in your prompts. If you're following along with Zero to Ship, just include use React, TypeScript, and Tailwind CSS in your code prompts. That's it. Claude knows what to do with that information, even if you don't fully understand it yet. You'll learn what these tools are naturally as you build. Next up, explanation prompts. This is where Claude becomes your personal tutor. The key to getting great explanations is telling Claude your knowledge level. The same concept explained to a 5-year-old sounds completely different than when explained to a product manager or a senior developer. My 3 favorite explanation formats are explain like I'm 5, give me an analogy from everyday life, and walk me through this step by step. Let me show you all 3 formats in action. Explain like I'm 5 gives you the simplest possible explanation, great for brand new concepts. Analogy-based connects the new idea to something you already know, perfect for making abstract things concrete. And step-by-step walks you through a process in order, ideal for understanding how things work under the hood. Here's a pro tip that will accelerate your learning. Every time Claude generates code for you, follow up with, "Now explain what each part of this code does in plain English like I'm a complete beginner." This is one of the most powerful learning loops in AI-assisted building. You get working code and you gradually understand what's happening under the hood. That's exactly how I learned while building Zero to Ship. Claude was my coding partner and my teacher at the same time. Now let's talk about brainstorming. This is where you flip everything we said about code prompts on its head. Code prompts need tight constraints. Brainstorming prompts need freedom. When you're brainstorming, you want quantity over quality at first. You want divergent thinking, ideas shooting in every direction. My go-to brainstorming prompt structure is tell Claude the problem, set the context, then ask for a specific number of ideas. Once you have your big list of ideas, here's the follow-up move. Pick the top 3 ideas from that list and explain the pros and cons of each. Then recommend one and tell me why. This 2-step approach, diverge, then converge, is how professional product managers work. You cast a wide net first, then narrow down strategically. And now you can do it in 2 prompts. Here's something a lot of people miss. Claude isn't just for building apps. It's a productivity powerhouse for your everyday work. Writing, research, analysis, planning. Claude can help with all of it. And the best part, you already know how to prompt for these tasks because the 4 C's apply to everything. Let me show you 4 real productivity use cases. For writing, draft a professional but friendly email to my team announcing our project deadline is moving to next Friday. Keep the tone positive and solution-oriented, under 150 words. For research, paste in a long article and say, summarize this in 5 bullet points. Focus on key arguments and data. For analysis, Do a SWOT analysis for an online learning platform that teaches non-programmers to build with AI tools. Be honest and critical. And for planning, create a 4-week plan for launching a personal blog. I can spend 5 hours per week. Break it into weekly milestones. Claude handles all of these brilliantly. One more powerful technique, you can mix these goal types in a single prompt. Try this. Generate a React component for a newsletter sign-up form and explain what each part of the code does in plain English. Or brainstorm 10 feature ideas for my app, then pick the top 3 and create a 1-week implementation plan for the best one. You're not limited to one type of prompt at a time. Mix and match to get exactly what you need. Here's a quick decision helper. If you're building something, use code prompts. If you're learning something, use explanation prompts. If you're exploring options, use brainstorming prompts. And if you're just getting things done, use productivity prompts. And remember, you can always combine them. Let's recap. Code generation prompts need specificity. Tell Claude the language, the function, the structure, and the constraints. Explanation prompts need your knowledge level. Explain like I'm 5 gets very different results from explain for a developer. Brainstorming prompts need freedom. Ask for quantity first, then narrow down second. And productivity prompts can handle your writing, research, analysis, and planning. The real power is when you combine them. In the next video, I'm going to give you ready-to-use prompt templates, recipes you can steal and customize for your own projects. These are the exact templates I use to build Zero to Ship, and you'll be able to copy, paste, and modify them immediately. See you there. And if you found this helpful, head to our Discord to share which prompt type surprised you the most.